Girl, I hate to break it to you, but you are insecure. That's why you seek validation from people who you're never gonna see again and who have zero effect on your life. Insecurity is obviously the number one reason why you care so much about what people have to say about you, why you have to put on makeup before you leave your house, why you always want to look proper and prim every time you leave your house, why you would never even dare to dance on the street just because you're having a good day. And that's okay. Insecurity is probably something that every human being goes through at some point in their life. But hopefully after watching this video, you're not gonna have that issue because I'm about to be spitting some facts up in this building, okay? Let me put on my glasses because girl, we know the number one reason why you care so much is because you're insecure. So now we have to find out the reason that is. Why are you so insecure? You need to try and find out the reason why you're so insecure and where it comes from. If you're an immigrant, I know that we come from different cultures that have a set of rules for you of how you're supposed to be. They have boxes that you're supposed to tick off. And the gag is, most of the time, those boxes don't be boxing. So we find ourselves not fitting in that box. Me personally, that's what happened with me when I was growing up, which did cause a lot of insecurity in me. Obviously, culture is not the only reason why you may have insecurities. It's the world we live in. It's the standards that society also has for us. But regardless of what the reason is, when you find the reason, it's gonna be easier for you to work through it. And you can do that by therapy, which I did. This video is sponsored by BetterHelp. Manifesting that. Some people don't like therapy. If you don't like therapy, you could journal, for example. There's really not one size fits all here. It's really about trial and error. But like I was saying, I was pretty insecure myself. It came to a point where I started wondering, who's the real Umaba? Because I would see people around me being so confident and so wholeheartedly themselves, to the point where I was like, damn, what's stopping me from being the person that I really am? What's stopping me from really embracing my true self? It really got me wondering, like, who's the real Umaba? And that's what's so scary about fitting in, is that you create a character that in your head is more digestible to the world. Oh my god, if I do this, I'm gonna be liked. If I do that, I'm gonna be more likable. But then it's like, where is the real you? For so many years, I was so overly nice to people because I really wanted to be liked. And I got so good at playing that role that yes, I was mostly liked wherever I went. And I was considered so unproblematic. And the reason why I was so unproblematic is because I would let people cross my boundaries. Bitch, I didn't even have boundaries. That's the crazy part. I remember a situation a couple of years ago where I was sitting with a couple of friends and we were really excited about like a certain topic. I don't remember what it was, but I guess we were all speaking over each other. And I was speaking and this girl was like, shut up, I'm speaking. And I shut up. It's actually really embarrassing that I let someone speak to me like that. If my mom was there, she would be like, don't you have a mouth to respond? And unfortunately, no, I didn't have a mouth because I was so scared of like upsetting people. I was so scared of not being liked. So I just sat there and acted like a scared puppy. And this girl was my age. There was no difference between me and her. So what was the reason for me allowing someone to step on me like that? That's what happens when you don't have boundaries. It's like people don't respect you. And that's the thing. People have respect for people who dare to authentically be themselves. If you've been watching this far, comment authentic with a butterfly down below. If that was me now, I'll be like, oh, hell no, you did not just say that. You really want to get on my bedside, don't you? You really want to get on my bedside. Fun fact, I actually have a bald spot because a girl decided to get on my bedside and I did not let it slide. You probably hear this a lot, but you're only the main character in your own life. So why don't you start acting like it? Nobody's going to bed thinking about you. Like, well, I mean, they can be. I'm manifesting that for you, sis. But like, seriously, nobody cares about you the way you do. So take all that energy worrying about what people have to say about you and put it back into yourself in a positive way. Try putting yourself in a different perspective. Imagine you see someone on the street embarrassing themselves. You see someone doing something very cringe. You see someone dancing on the street, for example, because they're very happy. Do you look down on them and judge them, or do you feel that happiness with them? If you feel any type of negative emotion from someone being happy, stop it. Get some help. It's not normal, okay? And let's say you do something embarrassing and people do care. People do look down on you. So what? Are you paying my rents? Are you feeding me? Are you making a difference in my life? No. So therefore, I choose not to let your opinion affect me. Because yes, it's a choice to feel embarrassed. Me personally, a couple of days ago, I was on the street singing because I was in a good mood. And I was probably looking crazy, but I'm gonna choose to embrace that. I genuinely feel bad for my friends because like, I'm that embarrassing friend. Like when I go out, I'm gonna embarrass you. They're probably used to it because I deadass embarrass everyone every time we go out. But hey, that's my personality. That's who I am. And I'm happy that I have friends who accept me for who I am and who don't judge me for that side of me. It's such a freeing feeling to be able to be authentically who you really are. And imagine if you die tomorrow, wallah, the biggest regret you'd have is caring about what people thought about you. Trust me, there was even a study done on this where they asked people on their deathbed what was the biggest regret you had in life. And the number one thing that people regret is not living a life that was true to themselves. Meaning they were living a life worrying about pleasing others, which is literally haunting them on their deathbed. Also, let's take a moment to just realize that we are living on a floating rock in space. Have you seen that video on TikTok where it's like focused on a human being and then it zooms out to space and then it zooms out to all the planets in the Milky Way and then just keeps zooming out just to show you the whole universe? Girl, when you see how freaking little and insignificant we are, you all of a sudden start to understand that there are bigger worries, bigger things in life that what people have to say about you. I'm telling you, from being an insecure person into being a person that accepts myself, there is no better feeling in the world than allowing yourself to authentically be you. Like, I'm hella weird and I'm cringe and I'm okay with that. Why? Because that's who I am and I'm so happy with that. Like, who wants to be normal anyway? You feel me? I am who I am. I can't change that. I'm not willing to change that. And that's it. I could speak about this all freaking day, but I want to leave you guys with some homework, guys. I want you just one day to do something that you would consider cringe, that you would consider very embarrassing, and just challenge yourself to do that and see what happens. Trust me, you're not gonna die. You're gonna feel so good after. You're gonna be like, like that was fun. And at the end of it, you're gonna have absolutely no issues with being embarrassed. It's gonna be just something that it's a part of your day, and when it happens, you move on and you don't even worry about it. You're gonna see the amount of energy that you put into what people think about you become so much less. You're gonna start to allow yourself to have fun and be weird and be crazy and not worry about what anyone has to say. That's the beauty of it. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and comment down below. I read every single one of my comments and I really appreciate every single one of my comments and every single one of my subscribers. So don't forget to do that, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Bye.